Hello and welcome to What's Your Story? I'm your host, Dr. Lilo Schuster, and we are at the Evanston Community Media Center. So I thought it'd be fun for you to see the studios, the edit rooms, talk to the people that work here. And I'm with Steve Bartabaugh, the Executive Director at the Evanston Community Media Center. And Steve, how long have you been here?
Actually, I've been here about 11 years now, and actually was a volunteer here going back almost 20 years.
What made you decide to become a volunteer? Did you have your own show, or what did you do?
I was actually watching cable, and it was around 1983, and I saw somebody sitting in a control room, and I had just started taking TV courses in high school, and I thought it was just really neat that this person was able to get on the air, and they were some local citizen, and I thought, I've got to be able to do that. So eventually, within a couple years from that, I'd taken classes, training, and started doing a show.
Here, is there anything else you'd like to add about what you do here or the people that are here?
Well, I think it's just fun because of all the different personalities. Like yourself, you get people that you meet that you never know what you're going to find out about them. And a lot of times you learn through their videos and the productions they do. And you also get to interact with a whole bunch of different people that you may never have had a chance to meet. And that is, again, one of the neat parts about it being a community media center.
I'm here in the main office with Jerry Bogus. And like many of the people who work here, he started off as a volunteer, and now he works here full time. In total, he's been here for about 20 years. So Jerry, give us a description of exactly what you do here at ECMC.
Well, I'm the guy responsible for putting everything on TV. That means taking all the tapes, all producers turn in, and get them on the air. No matter which channel they are, we have 3 channels here, 6, 16, and 19.
And you also have your own television show on the veterans. So what day and time is that on, and what is it about?
The show is called Interviews with the Veterans, and it airs on Channel 6, Wednesdays at 8:30, and Fridays at 7 o'clock. And what we do is invite veterans to come on the program. These are veterans like World War II or Korean War or something like that. And they come on and they talk about their experiences while they're in the service.
I'm here in the tape library with Steve Klinkert. And Steve actually was the first person that I took a class with. I think it's once a month that there's a class where he will show you how to use the large cameras that are for the studios and talks about ECMC. And then, so Steve, tell us exactly what your position is here at ECMC.
Well, my job title is Operations Manager. And part of the duties, as you mentioned, is to facilitate the introductory class for people that are interested in becoming members here at ECMC. My other duties are basically just as a regular operations manager would be to oversee the purchase of equipment, be it capital equipment, which is things such as cameras, videotape machines, editing system, things like that, or any of the big items that we need to make the operation function better and kind of stay state-of-the-art, if you will. On top of that, I have a responsibility to produce a show called Evanston 30, which is usually done on a monthly basis. It's a half-hour interview show. And
I'm here in the field equipment room with Mike Hudson, and Mike is actually a part-timer who tell us exactly what your job description is here at ECMC.
Well, I assist any of the volunteers or producers in producing their programs. I also input programs into the computer for playback, monitor playback, change tapes, pull tapes, do DVD dubs. We do field productions. I also work at the city.
But you also have a history where you've actually worked on film, you've done producing. Tell us a little bit about your history with filmmaking.
Well, I worked on a feature film here shot in Chicago. Actually, Bernie Mac was in the film, a bunch of other people, but it was never released, so. So much for that. But I shot a short film of my own, which was 30 minutes long. I've also worked on some other television productions. So,
I'm here in Edit Suite 2 with Louis Glab and Walter Terry. And so what have you learned here so far?
Final Cut Pro. I've learned a lot about the studio work, done a lot of tape dubbing, and yeah.
And so, Louis, you just joined ECMC not long ago. Why don't you give us a history of why you joined and how you came here?
Well, I've been a member at the ECMC for 3 years now, and I've been working at a local company in the area during that time period. And then a position opened here, and I applied and I got it. So now here I am, editing on Final Cut Pro.
Camera. Tell me of all the equipment that's here. Are there certain ones that you really like, and what you like about the different cameras that they have here?
I prefer the Sony PD-170. It is the most powerful one and has the most features. That's the one I prefer.
I'm here with my trusty cameraman, Herb Sims. He loves his GL1, the Canon GL1 camera. Do you also use the big cameras that are like in the studios? You've done some studio work, haven't you?
Yes, I'm also one of the camera people for the veteran show.
Well, that was our show for today, and I hope that you enjoyed meeting everyone here at ECMC. They have so many great classes, a wonderful facility, so much to offer those of us who live here in Evanston.